Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Forsaken Foes, a 5e D&D campaign. I am joined by four returning players. We are having less and less new players, which I guess is a good thing because that just means we're becoming more established. Um, our players, I believe, today, the mission is being spearheaded by one of the surviving population druid. I guess I should start there with the premise of the campaign. We have a group of survivors, basically wandering in a post-apocalyptic world where, um, almost like a medieval version of Fallout, where a vague magical necrotic nuke went across the world and fucked everything up and mutated things and killed a bunch of people. These guys survived by making it into a magically protected bunker or vault that managed to keep them alive at least for a decent amount of time. Everybody's dying now though, so it's it's no longer as kosher as it used to be. Yeah, four players are come from that cut of survivors, and I'm going to go ahead and start with introductions for the first player in the card order, Mr. Saphir, a Haringen fighter. Give us a short introduction to your PC and their motivation for leaving the safety of the vault today.
Um, Saphir, Prime Souls in chat, Paragon Fighter, I cast magic, I fuck shit up, and
Mm-hmm.
that's my main motivation for leaving the vault to fuck up some fog shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's never a bad motivation. Today you're going to a strange new lane. I believe the last time that happened, you got hit like three times by troglodytes and knocked unconscious.
Nah, that was a long time ago.
A long time ago, huh? Well, it's been a while since we played, so hopefully that long time doesn't come back and bite you in the ass. But yeah, thank you, Sophia, for joining us again today. Hopefully you can do some cool shit. Next up in the card order is going to be our replacement player. Thank you, Jacob, for popping up for us for the last minute. I know Mr. Reynard, who used to be Luvan, he works like full time, and his shift can be pretty dynamic. So I understand that sometimes things pop up for him that are unexpected. But yeah, so thank you so much for stepping in for him. Give us a short introduction for to your PC, and then also their motivation for leaving the safety of the vault today.
Jacob is a human paladin warlock.
Mm-hmm.
His main motivation is, at first, it was to more try to establish new territory for the survivors of the keep, the vault. But now, after traveling out a few times, it's more turning into punishing the interlopers than anything more beneficial.
Oh man, okay, that's kind of scary, Jacob. You're
Yeah, he's taken a path down a more a little bit
serious.
darker turn.
Yeah, you're sounding like post-apocalyptic Judge Dredd over there. The interlopers must pay. Well, Jacob, on top of that, you've got some shenanigans going on with your sort of conflict between your subclasses or classes. You're doing like the paladin hexblade thing with Jigger.
Yep.
Yeah, that hopefully that that won't come bite you in the butt as well. But that is yet to be seen. Maybe there will be some shenanigans with it today. Who knows? But thanks for joining us again, Jacob. Hopefully you and Saphir can do some cool shit and kick a lot of ass. That'd be pretty nice. I'm um I'm slightly distracted because my wife has a bird feeder on our porch, and there are squirrels trying to get to the seeds. Uh, I wish I had like a book I could throw at the window or something. Oh, third on our list today for our players is going to be one Mr. Canis. Give us a short introduction to your PC today and their motivation for leaving the vault, Canis.
Okay, playing Canis Bellower, Bard slash Sorcerer. Um, Basically at this point, he didn't really grow up in the vault. He was kind of like, jettisoned on the astral plane for much of his adolescence. But he's a half elf, so he just happens to still be a teenager at age 28. So, yeah, he comes back to the vault. The world's fucked, and now he's like trying not to just lose it. I guess he's at this point is literally like look like Doctor Doom, but with a purple robe instead of green. He has a metal mask stuck to his face, metal gloves stuck to his hands, and somehow still charismatic. So I don't know how that's working, but
That
yeah,
is true. This is your first time out since you've received the Gauntlets of Bahamut. Hopefully, they will suit you well today.
yes, sir.
Uh, Last but not least, is going to be, I guess, the most pertinent of the group, the one with the most interest in the mission today, Mr. Imrig, one of the only druids in the surviving population. Give us a short introduction to your PC and their motivation for leaving the vault today.
Emmerich is a druid. Since the last time he went out, he turned into an Earth Genasi. He was formerly a dwarf. Now he looks like a shrunk down dwarf with ashy skin. Because he got pretty hung up that last time half his party died and he barely made it out. So he went, ate some mushrooms again. The magic dragon he found showed him that the stars are really pretty and might guide him in the future, and so now he's a star circle druid. And his motivation to go out is basically to find a way to plant that little seedling he found, because we think it's the best chance they will have for the vault people that will survive to maybe not mutate into murder hobos. But well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, yeah, success
Okay,
is limited. I'll just put it that way.
there's a big gulf between pacifist and murder hobo. We'll try to get somewhere to 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, come on, half of them won't make it, so.
Yeah, true. You don't speak false words, Emery. You're I will say over the past week or so since the last expedition has gone and come, you guys have experienced a lot more. I guess the right word would be con saves. Basically, your constitution has been tested more and more as the corruption is slowly starting to become almost commonplace with the vault population. You can tell that pretty much the magics of the vault are gone, but it's more gone than it is there. It's almost like you're like slowly drowning, but you are brought up for like brief moments of air, pretty much, to sort of like keep you going. At this point, it almost feels sort of like torture, like the gods of the world or whatever beings or whatever put this fall machination in place is sort of toying with you guys. I believe at this point you've probably even had some people die in turn in the vault. Just normal citizens that didn't have the constitution. Somebody's grandmother woke up and she was no longer alive. She was undead and she ended up, I don't know, punching somebody. You're able to subdue them because it's not very widespread, but you can tell that even the people here, even though they were in the vault, they are not immune to the undead turning effects of the contamination, basically. The people who are at like level 1 contamination, I believe Borgnax and I think Funikoshi have like some level of contamination. They don't feel any worse. Everybody else just feels as bad as they do now, which is pretty rough. But yeah, hopefully Embreak today you can come back with some good news from the marshlands about maybe some antidote you can make. Maybe some ointment. I don't know. Maybe some good words. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, huh? And you guys, as per usual, at the start of your expedition, find yourself sitting in that room lit by candelabra. All the magical lights have long since faded away from the vault. Basically, they extinguished or canceled the magical lighting in order to try to preserve the magical warding effects of the vault as long as possible. So everybody's mostly going by torchlight and candelabra. You guys are sitting in a much darkened room around a large wooden oaken table. At the head of the table are two very, very aged looking early 30 something year olds. Maxwell, the acting leader of the survivors, looks like he's you can see him graying already. Normally, this happens to people when they hit their mid to late 30s, but you can tell just from maybe it's the magics of the fogs that are sort of aging him more. Maybe he's just under a lot of stress due to the failing safety of the vault and the population he's in charge of basically dying off. Whatever it is, you can see him graying already. His once youthful look sort of drained. His eyes look sunken, and he's kind of just glancing down at the papers in front of you detailing the previous expeditions. Jasmine, long ago she has thrown away the image of like a noble or like a rich girl. She used to wear at the beginning of the campaign. She used to wear like almost like ball gowns. But now she's thrown it away long ago. Now she has studded leathers on and wielding a hand crossbow to her side. Her once vibrant orange skin is now almost like a pale orange, very sickly looking. For anybody who doesn't remember, Maxwell is a human standing about 6'4", and Jasmine is a halfling wizard. About wizard. I think halflings are anywhere from 3 to 4 feet tall, or 2 to 3 feet tall. So she's like 4 feet tall, kind of on the tall end for a halfling, but still pretty short. They're sitting at the top of the table, looking over and detailing the previous expeditions with you guys, including how they're still worried about the status of the group. The second group that traveled up to the Troglodyte Cave has yet to return, so they're kind of considering them dead. But nobody can be for certain. The Ladhilor group were out there for a good while too, but they eventually made it back. So maybe they're fine, maybe not. I guess we'll see. And after detailing the previous expeditions, Maxwell looks up from the table and sort of like does like a exhausted hand wave over the previous expedition notes and say, with all that out of the order, do you have any final questions for me before you head out, or are you ready to go?
Nope.
Okay. I believe you will be heading south, correct? To what used to be marshlands. We're not quite sure what's there anymore. Is that correct?
Yes, that's. And we take one of the mutated cows with us, right? And some sacks.
We're trying to bring back soil specifically to grow this seed here, close to the vault, right?
Yeah, but so we need some sacks to fill up with marsh soil, right?
Yeah, any kind of sack or even anything that's like sealed off is gonna like leak out everywhere.
Yeah, I mean there's bags. Like you can definitely take that. Yep, you can definitely take one of the was it, I think right now Magnus has 2, so there's one more left. So yeah, you guys can definitely take the cow.
Yep.
Great.
No, I'm trying to remember. Did we find a magical bag in Ladhilor?
No.
I have
Okay.
a magical bag
Oh, that worked.
filled with panthers.
Alrighty. Wait, yeah, you guys did find a haversack. I don't know who got it though.
Yeah, but I don't know how to interact with soil, so maybe that wouldn't be a good idea anyway.
Yeah.
It might blow up or something.
Do you know who got the bag?
That I do not know on top of my head, 'cause we all rolled for it and stuff.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, Maxwell looks at you, Emmerich, and gives you a nod and says, as much as we would like to, whenever we decide to start our own outside domiciles, populations, cropland. We would like to have Beast of Burden. I understand this is a very important mission for you, so you are more than welcome to take your own spoils, which are the Beast of Burden you found, and use that to transport however much marsh dirt you need to complete this task of yours.
He kind of looks to everybody looking around like I'm guessing he looks back to Maxwell. So is what did the marshes used to be like? Were there specific monsters there we should look out for that are probably not mutated, or it was pretty empty?
For the most part, the Dark Water Barony, um, the governance over the land, stayed out of the marshes for the most part. They stayed more so close to, I think it was a lake called Tord Lake. Um, it was to the south, like due south of Jorla City, pretty large lake. Um, they stayed close to the lake. They were mostly in charge, or mostly specialized in freshwater fish, some hunting because there was some forest over there, and was mostly known for collecting a rare sort of tree called steelwood. The wood was basically just as good as steel when it came to hardiness, making weapons and armor. Um, they stayed out of the marshes for the most part, just because of how dangerous it was. They were any sorts of monsters you can think of, sturges, your normal creatures that are still dangerous, like crocodiles, monstrosities like giant frogs, and I believe there was sightings of hydras in the area as well. So I would be very careful trading in that area. It was dangerous before the cataclysm. I imagine it's only gotten more dangerous since.
Well, let's try not to die and sink into the swamp and become, you know, part of the lands.
I think that is a good idea. Any other questions before you head out?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I'm just a temp. I'm just following along.
He just like me.
Yeah, he's the red shirt.
You're worth much more than that, Jacob. You've been a valuable member of every expedition you've been out on, and we pray that you all make it back in one piece, or 4 pieces, I should say.
You want Jacob back in 4 pieces?
I want all of you back in 4 pieces, which means 4 people. Don't give me lip finger. Alright? But if you're all ready to head out, Maxwell will hand you all 4 sacks, and each sack will have 6 rations in it each. They've been getting a little bit more stingy with the ration doling out. As the magics of the vault's been failing, they've also been running out of their stashes of rations. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, a party will be able to come across maybe some edible food out there. I think during the Imrig, Boro, the ill-fated mission to that ghost farm, I believe it was discovered that there were some worked crops there, but nobody really investigated it before the shit hit the fan. So maybe you guys can go back there and see if there's some excess resources that you can use. But for now, the rationing is getting a little bit more tight. Everybody just make sure to add on your character sheets 6 rations, including water skins.
Okay.
And with that, Maxwell and Jasmine will stand up from the table. You've noticed that throughout this entire conversation, Jasmine has been keeping to herself for the most part. She hasn't said much of anything. And as you leave, much of the same happens. She's pretty quiet to herself. As you guys walk through the vault, you can hear a cacophony of coughing, pained moans, um, maybe somebody chuckling or kind of doing like the insane man laugh, as people have also sort of been losing their marbles as they've been more and more exposed to the miasma. Some people are speak of hearing like ribbits, like frogs, but almost like too sentient, not like just normal ribbits, but like mocking ribbits. Is very disturbing. The different experiences people have been having since the magics have been failing. Uh, as you hear the cacophony you walk through, you think it almost sounds like an insane asylum versus just like a bunker. And as you breach the front of the vault, those same leaders are there that you expect to be there. Otto, the ranger leader, Albert, the fighter instructor, Nothless, who is the cleric leader. She's a dragonborn. They all stand up, give you uh, nods and bows as they go to the front and open up that large door for you guys to step through. And as per usual, as they do, you can almost see like the tendrils of the fog sort of like reaching in, almost trying to like join the rest of the contamination that has been sort of seeping through the vault. Maxwell, as per usual, ushers you guys out quickly so they can close the door behind you guys and try to at least keep up the appearance of safety for the rest of the surviving population. And as you guys are ushered out, let me see what kind of weather you guys have today. It's good. Yep, everything seems normal. The outside seems it's normal, humid, uncomfortable, like 75-degree weather. Your armor feels sticky even just stepping out here. As the large wall/doors close behind you. Who is it first that notices this? Where's my D? Yes, number 4. Emmerich, I think this happened to you the first time you were out here too. You stand out here for a second, trying to get your bearings. Your eyes are burning from the little wisp of the miasma that's in the cave system. And you go to walk, and your feet don't move.
Not again.
Yeah. You stood in place for too long, and you feel a pressure around your ankles. For everybody who has dark vision, which I believe is everybody except for Saphir, you guys probably turn around and look, and you see that Emrig has like a weird look on his face as you look at his feet, and you can see the moss has rooted him to the ground.
You good there, buddy?
Emmerich will try to speak in Sylvan and Druidic to the plant. Would you please let me go? I kinda need to leave.
Give me a nature check with disadvantage.
Awesome. Nature.
I speak to the plant and Sylvan. Don't let him go.
With double disadvantage.
Yeah, let's lose at 0. Yeah.
Yeah, 12.
You keep what you kill.
Well,
You feel like a sort of like hesitance, and the vibe that you get from it is that plants just do what plants do, and it's gonna eat you if you don't move. So you might want to move soon.
If it's not reacting to me nicely asking, I will shoot fire at it.
27, I believe, would hit. I think technically you would have disadvantage, but it's a plant that's on the ground. So your 27 is going to hit and deal 12 points of fire damage. Emmerich, give me a dexterity saving.
Okie dokie.
You kind of shot yourself with fire.
God damn.
Yeah.
But you're able to aim it in such a way where you're able to get like the roots of the moss just like sort of wrapping around your legs, and you're able to burn it off enough to where you're able to step out of it. As I said before, the vibe that you got from it is more so less of maliciousness and more of It's kind of just doing what plants do, and it's just kind of growing over
Yeah.
an existing source that it can probably eat.
Uh,
And as you step away, you see like the plants sort of like retract back to like its sort of settled state into the mossy ground.
Yeah, and Sylvan, when walking away, he will yell at them, "Remember to not eat me."
Mm. I think you get no response, but you can sort of feel the vibe is hungry.
About sending the message.
Good message. And as you guys start your walk and you crest the cave, you notice there's no abnormalities. Before, a couple of times people come out and they feel like they're in like a sauna, like it's like 90 degrees outside. A handful of times people will come out and it's been like snowing and raining. As you guys crest the mouth of the cave, you feel no such infiltration. And as you do, I want everybody to go ahead and give me their con saves. Let me get some d20s for you guys.
Nice.
God damn it.
12. Let me just notate that here.
I'd also like to roll for my familiar.
Sure, go for it, buddy.
D20.
Oh yeah, I'll
Minus
get
1.
out one of the Panthers, if I find them.
Haha, he dies.
Well, roll his HP, and then roll the d4.
Slash. How much do they get? 1d4 minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
0, come on, okay.
Yeah, he is super fucking dead. Well, sucks.
Presumably to a minimum of 1, but
Yeah.
yeah, dead. Rip.
Or
I
at
put it
least
back.
comatose. You bring him out, and he immediately just goes almost like petrified. And you're like, so the Panther
Yeah, we'll
passes.
try another day.
Jacob fails. Saphir passes. Canis. Okay, so we got half and half. You notice as you bring out the mutated two-headed cow, it doesn't seem to have any effect on it, as it does its painful moves. Yeah, it's pretty horrible listening to this thing. Emmerich and Jacob, you both go catatonic for maybe like 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
After they have to roll you over on your stomach to not choke on your breakfast, and you're able to sort of purge all the vomit that appeared in your throat. You're able to sort of come back to your have your wits back to you, but you don't feel great. Yeah, Jacob, go ahead and roll me that d4. Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. Jacob and Emmerich, you both look really, really bad. If somebody looked at you and they were insightful enough, they would say you both look like you've lost 4 maximum HP.
Ah, yeah.
Let me just notate that on the list. You guys are going on the list.
I think the Panther passed, so
Yeah.
Oh, he passed? No.
Mhm.
yeah.
Just make sure. We keep that save for the Panther, I think. Because they die every dawn, but we just keep that save. We count that as like your Panther save for the expedition, so we don't have to keep doing it over and over.
Great.
Save. The same goes for you, Saphir. If your Falcon passes one con save, we just consider that a pass for the expedition. Jacob, you just have to pass that first one, and then you'll be fine. Alrighty, as you guys breach the front of the cave and you see the familiar lands in front of you, rocky mountainside path leading downwards towards what you know is petrified grasslands. You currently cannot see it as the fog sort of impedes your vision heavily. Anywhere from like, if it's like about 100 feet out from in front of you, it impedes it, like lightly obscured. If it's past like 300-400 feet, it's almost like impossible to see. So as far as you can see, all around you, it's just rocky mountainside with a path leading downwards. I believe the plan is to start the expedition. So you're gonna fast travel to Hardsteel Tower to start the expedition, and then you're gonna start heading south.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Alright, and let me count. I believe that is going to be. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if you guys travel normally, that would be 2 days to Hard Steel Tower. Let me roll so you guys get these strange encounters on the way there. 1, 2. Alrighty. On your first day to Hard Steel Tower, you travel down the mountainside. No, we did it afterwards. I was just about to ask what roads you guys are going to be taking, but we will do that once you actually start your travel. As you guys are heading down the path towards Hard Steel Tower, and you cross the mountainside into the grasslands. During your afternoon travel time, going into evening time. Who is it? Let me double check. Here's this first. Number 1, Saphir. As you guys are traveling, you hear what sounds like somebody yelling at you in common, but it's like very muted. When you look around, you like, am I hearing things? And like you keep walking, and then you hear it again, and you hear that it's coming from, like to the northwest, sort of like back where you came from, but like further north. You would know in this hex that you're currently traveling in would be Pepe Cave, I believe is what it's called. What do you do, Saphir? You're muted, Saphir, if you're talking.
Yeah, I do a little trolling.
just a minor amount of tomfoolery, not too much.
Yeah, I'll alert the party that I hear someone shouting to the northwest.
And specifically shouting.
Yeah. When you point it out to the rest of the party, they don't hear anything at first, and it probably go to like cast lesser restoration on you, since it seems like you're losing your mind. And right before Imrig like grabs you to give you a baptism, Imrig, you also hear it. You hear, "Hey, you want some cabbages?"
Oh God.
I hate cabbage. Let's leave him.
You guys want some cabbages?
I'm pretty sure we heard this guy on our way to landlord too, and we didn't check, but I'm pretty sure it's a trap. I mean,
We could use some cabbages. Like, look at these 6 rations.
he looks at Saphir and like, I told you this motherfucker's gonna do this. he's like, look, Everett, how about this? Okay, we can all see the dark. Is it daylight or dark right now, Mega?
Oh, it is going into evening time, so it's still pretty light. But the light is starting to fade.
Can we all hear it now, or still only Saphir can hear it?
Everybody can hear
How far away does it sound?
it. Pretty far. I mean, but these are like wide open grasslands, leading from the mountainside to Latador, but you can like barely see the peaks of the buildings like far to the east. Yeah, you. From what you can hear, it sounds like it's echoing across fields. So it could be maybe 600 feet. It could be half a mile. Who knows?
That's pretty out of the way. Let's ignore it.
Yeah, like, if it was closer maybe, but it's far away. If someone's actually, which I don't believe it is, someone really is out there, then maybe they obviously can handle themselves. So
Hey guys, come on, buy some cabbages.
Keep on walking.
now I'm really suspicious. Let's go.
No, come back, please. I'm so lonely. You guys ignore him.
Keep moving.
Alrighty. And then that was your movement. Your second movement of the day is you travel south to avoid crossing into like the dense, almost like aura of miasma that's deeper near the city of Ladhalor. You travel into almost like a light forest. You can see there's almost like a 50-50 distribution of those living trees that are upside down that have like their like roots sort of dangling in the air, and the leaves have been replaced by almost like a fibrous green growth that like holds the tree close to the ground. You see like half of them are those trees, and the other half of the trees are just those dead trees that sort of. I don't think anybody here has. Maybe Canis, you've encountered one of the undead trees before.
A bunch of times.
Yeah. But yeah, these trees that sometimes they're just dead trees, other times they're undead trees. You stay wary of those ones. You probably stay wary of both, considering that I think Canis also pissed off a upside down tree that turned into a.
No, that was Magnus who kept firebombing the tree, even though like just to figure out what would
No, I'm
happen.
talking about in Ladhalor. I believe you guys fought. You punched a tree a bunch of times and it turned into a shambling mound. So, you probably want to give him a wide berth.
Sure.
As you guys sit down to make camp, what is going to be our watch order for the expedition?
I guess I want to go second to last so I can cast 8 on us.
Gotcha. Ready?
I'll go first.
So we have Sophia first, and then third is going to be Mr. Canis. Emery, what watch position would you prefer?
Whichever. Take last, I guess.
Sure. Emery is last, and then Judge
Alright, I'll go
Dredd
second then.
is going to be second. There we go. Alrighty. As you guys bed down for your evening time and you eat your rations, you feel almost like you're being watched. As if there's some sort of being or maybe an influence that's sort of like in this area that you are. But as it transitions from evening time into nighttime, nothing accosts you. You're able to finish your long rest no problem without anything coming to accost you during the night. In particular, Jacob, during your watch, you feel like there's like almost like two sets of eyes on you. And you hear, as you're ending your watch, you probably slip in and out of consciousness a little bit, just nodding out for a second. But your attention is snapped back when you hear like the muffled cackling of like an old woman.
Oh, peachy.
But your watch goes by uneventfully. You get up and you kick Canis, and Canis is like, I'm up. He puts on his leather, his dragon leather jacket, starts playing his banjo or whatever he plays, and his watch goes by uneventfully. Sophia, you're eating during your watch, and Emery, your watch goes by no problem. You guys are waking in the morning time.
I'm
And
free.
We should all have 8, so
Mhm.
for about 4 hours we should have 8.
at least during
Eight.
the morning time, if anything happens, you will have 5 extra max HP.
Yeah, so for those who they should have 1, I guess, with the -4.
But during your second day's travel, as you're heading towards Hardsteel Tower, nothing had cost you as you travel near that goblin farm. I think was anybody in this party involved in the second assault on the goblin farm?
I think I was, yeah, where we
Sophia?
killed that large tiny.
Yeah. As you
I think
look
so, too.
through, you almost like sort of. Oh, Emmerich as well. You almost because you cast Spike Growth, I think. As you hold your breath, sort of passing through this territory that you know is more goblinoid, you sort of peer over the farm that's sort of shrouded in the miasma, and as you peer through, you see no movement, almost as if it's completely abandoned at this point. But as you travel from your morning to your afternoon time, you hit the lip of the bridge that is dilapidated. There are pieces of the bridge that have fallen off into the murky, almost like gelatin waters below that is a deep azure blue. You sort of take your time crossing over the bridge, keeping an eye out for. I believe you guys have heard tale of some ghostly hunters that travel across this bridge from time to time. And as you travel across it, making sure to step on the parts that seem the most sturdy. Nothing comes to accost you. No ghostly apparitions. No goblins. You do hear what sounds to be like very, very muffled and like very far away chitterings in goblinoid coming from the south as you cross over into the bridge. And as you travel over into the bridge, as the light begins to fade from the day, you walk up to the hard steel tower. Jake and Jacob, the two tower guards, recognize you guys and give you a deep bow, almost in like recognition, and say, it's I believe I think you guys called yourselves like you guys gave yourself like a designation last time. I think it was like Vault Dwellers or something like that. No trademark. Don't sue me, Bethesda. Yes, it's your party. You're more than welcome to stay here during the night. They open up the door for you guys, and the butler and Mr. and Mrs. of the house greet you all, and you know, as per usual, tell you not to head upstairs and disturb the experiments of the master upstairs, and they bring you food and water, and let you guys sit and chill here. So you're able to pass your evening time without feeling like you're being watched. The towers have some sort of protections from the elements, but not enough to overcome the miasma. So those of you who failed your con saves, you still feel like shit. Jacob and Emmerich. But you're able to pass your time easily. Do you guys do any watches at night, or do you just like chill?
In the tower, I mean,
I was just asking, just in case you wanted to.
Emmerich won't in the tower.
Spear's chilling, big chilling.
yeah, we should. I'm gonna chill if. Yeah, I've never felt danger here, so we should be good.
Yeah, I would say a couple of times throughout the day, or throughout the evening, as you guys are sitting. They have some nice, comfortable chairs in the living room that are sort of, I guess you would say, like rotted just from time and exposure, but still comfortable enough to sit in. It's like sitting in like, like a grandma's chair that's been there for a couple of generations. As you're sitting down, eating your food and drinking your waters. Let me see. In particular for this day, do not subtract a ration, as they will feed you guys. Let's see. Number 4. And that is going to be, I think that's Emmerich. Emmerich? I think it's you. Hold on.
I don't know.
Emmerich.
Do we have numbers?
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
Advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you made it.
You feel a psychic disturbance in your head. At the same time as you do, the rest of you experience what almost feels like a minor earthquake, as a loud boom like echoes from the floors above. When this happens, the butler and the maid, the Mr. and Mrs. of the house, don't really show any signs of like recognition. They just go about cleaning and doing what they normally do. But Emmerich, when that happens, you feel almost like a cacophony of like whispers in your head, like incomprehensible, just gibberish. But at the tail end of it, you get a damn it, I've almost got it. And that's it.
Do I have a way to pinpoint it? Like it feels like it's coming from upstairs, or?
It just kind of feels it's almost like a message got sent in your head, but that's about it.
Great. Tell the others that I hear voices now.
It was just during that boom, like you almost went like cross-eyed and everything. You almost had like double vision for like a split second, but you don't have any like lasting effects. Your head feels a little tingly afterwards, but that's it.
Okay.
In particular, the voice in your head sounded. You were a dwarf. It sounded very dwarvy.
Okay.
But like I guess you would say studious, almost like a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And Emmerich would know about like the whole story about what happened last session where he like
Yes.
reunited the lovers who were all dwarves, etc., etc., etc.
Yes.
I tell the others that I heard a voice of a dwarf in my head. Did y'all as well, or not?
Low Bros
Am I
is
going-
schizo.
Am I going mad?
Yes.
Possibly. If anyone would, it'd be you, Emmerich.
Mhm.
Hey. So wait. Am I
feel like I'm
sane
pretty up
then?
there on that scale as well.
Mhm. But that's all you do with that information, Emmer? You just talk to the party and get made fun of?
Apparently, I did not think I would get made fun of.
It's okay, man. I had a weird dream about a toad once.
Mhm.
The humor
But let me
Emmerich.
tell you about the magical dragon I've seen twice now.
Oh no! Little bro, you fiending. You
I'm about to
fiending.
lose it. He's speeding.
Alright, Cadus will to humor him because he's like, okay, I'm not gonna be a complete asshole. He'll walk over to the the butler and maid automatons, be like, hey, so what do you know about the guy upstairs? Is he like related to the guy that was downstairs, or?
Of course. Master Grant, who's since left us, thank you for your assistance in that as well. His brother, Archmage Edor, it's his study upstairs. Him and his assistant have been working on spells for quite some time, attempting to craft a custom spell that is supposed to assist greatly in taking care of that dastardly necromancer king once and for all, to keep him out of our lands. They've been up there for quite some time working on it. They don't like to be bothered much at all.
So it's two wizards or a wizard and his assistant?
Well, I mean, they're both wizards in and of themselves, but of course, Master Edor is the Archmage of the tower, so he's the, master here. Ulrich is his assistant.
Okay. Are they both dwarves?
Yes.
Should we
Well,
try to help them? Maybe if they're up there for so long, they might be, hit a wall.
No offense, Master Ingrid, but none of you seem the wizarding type. I wouldn't leave them to their studies. They don't like to be bothered.
Emmerich will just make fire in his head. A wizard can do that, so
Kay is gonna put an arm around Emmerich and is like, they're probably both fucking liches. Like they're undead wizards most likely. You know what undead wizards mean? You die. That's what they mean.
In
well,
particular,
they already did die.
In particular, a strange thing happens when I bother them. I try to go instead of the missus, considering how poor attitude Master Edor has been. I don't want her to be at risk of any of his rage. When I head up there, I tend to lose track of time. It's very strange. I imagine they have some sort of ward against intrusion in their studies. I find myself quite frazzled for quite some time, a couple hours or so after I attempt to visit with them. I have not seen them in, many cycles.
Well, I mean, it's either that or they would press for time and make like a time dilation spell and just never turn it off. So not only are they potentially undead, they're probably hyper crazy because they probably spent more time in there than even has passed out here.
Or they may be stuck and need help to get out.
Or you're gonna piss them off and Look, the issue is this: they may actually have something we can use for the vault, but we're for sure going to have something for them. That's the issue, and it isn't going to be like helpful advice. We need like a thing they want, a MacGuffin, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they like a panther as a pet?
I'm not going in the hyperbolic time chamber. You can't make me.
Yeah, that's a good name. I never heard that before, but that's perfect. Although that's perfect for what the metaphor I wanted. Okay, there we go. Point being, he looks at Saphir. The hyperbolic time chamber is most likely, once we breach it, we better have the goods on us. Because if we don't, then he does like a slice around his neck motion.
Well, I do have this giant's toe, and wizards do like weird things, right?
You just have a giant's toe on you?
Yes.
Why do you have a giant's toe on you?
Well, I thought it might be useful at one point. For something like this, maybe.
Is it at least properly sealed and preserved, or you just have like a giant's toe just in your pocket?
Has it in the side bag? It's probably started rotting.
Kane shakes his head like Daffy Duck and just walks away. Like, I'll try to be nice and look where that shit got me. Alright. Well, look, this is what we do. We're going to hang out here. We're about to leave in a little bit. If in the meantime you want to attempt to offer a giant's toe and you think it won't get us, fireballed, then hey, you're on forward. We'll be at the entrance waiting. He looks at the paladin with like the eye bags of like a scene kid. He's like, hey, you want in on that, or you're good?
That's some fucked up shit. I'm alright.
Okay. Wait. What the scene or what I just said describing you? Which one was fucked up?
Hey, I don't want anything to do with no toes. Okay.
Okay.
It's not one of my fetishes.
Yeah, Jacob definitely looks like he doesn't speak.
In my head, he's like he looks like a paladin if he was like a middle manager, just like tired.
Balding.
That's where the warlock comes in.
Dude, I got a headache. I don't want to deal with it.
Hey, look, you understand. With this one, just should be prepared. So I guess in that case, the rabbit, the paladin, and the bard will be like near the entrance, potentially ready to run. If Ember just has to go up there.
As you say that, Canis, what is your Arcana?
I don't even know. Let me see. I don't think I've even rolled Arcana. Our Arcana is a +1.
I have a +4.
Okay. So maybe Canis and Saphir. I think you guys would get this. Canis, to you, it probably sounds like incomprehensible dribble. Very, almost like on the edge of your hearing. It almost feels like to you, like maybe you're hearing things, like maybe you're going a little bit crazy as well. But you hear like a very small cacophony of whispers, incomprehensible to you. Saphir, these whispers sound very similar to whatever fucked up deity or entity your master talks to from time to time. You've probably heard some of the whispers from this creature before. This feels sort of similar to that.
Now, to be fair, I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Yeah, it's very incomprehensible.
Okay.
In particular, Saphir, you get the...
Is it deep speech?
You get the feeling that whatever is being said, it's like being spoken in the language of magic. Like
a word, like words of power?
Yeah, like almost like arcane, like some of these either crafting a spell, casting a spell, practicing a spell, something like that. But it sounds like it's like 4 or 5 voices trying to speak it at once, and none of them are getting it correct.
Alright, upon hearing that, I'm gonna go to the rest of the party. Alright, we don't go up there. They're doing some fuck shit with some like unspeakable eldritch horrors up there. I'm good off that,
Yeah, cause you know what's worse than Fireball? a nerd pointing you and say die, and you die. So apparently that's a thing. I don't want none of that. So yeah.
We are okay with them being upstairs while we take a nap down here.
No, I've spent multiple nights here, and they've never come down. In fact, like I think the whole thing is, if we go to them, we for sure gotta, come correct, because I feel like that's gonna be, hey, do you have something we want, or we kill you?
Did you not help relieve them downstairs? Find peace.
Well, I mean, I think they're gonna be here till this building falls to the ground. Cause like their whole peace thing was being servants, but the dwarf master was finding his love, which they had left him moved on. And I don't think they don't seem very fond of the guys upstairs, so I don't think they're waiting on them.
Maybe we can help them as well.
I'm not interested in helping anyone. Get me out of here.
This fucking Sasuke rabbit. I don't care what it is.
I mean, he got the spirit. He's blunt, but he got the spirit. He looks at the rabbit. He's like, all right, well, yeah. I mean, what you gonna do? Shrugs.
That's true.
Stares at Emmerich. Like, what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
As in, let's go. Not as in actually asking. Like.
You guys going upstairs?
No.
Okay.
Apparently we don't.
I thought that's what you said. We said let's go. I was about to say, all right, let me pull up my stat block.
Not today, Satan. Not today. Not on the Lord's Day.
As you guys sort of try to put that behind you, occasionally, a handful of times, it happens again. That like boom, slight shake in the tower. The servants acting like nothing happened. And then occasionally one of you would hear like arcane whispers in your ears. But other than that, other than being fucking petrified about whatever the fuck is going on up there, you guys hear some rhythmic banging coming from downstairs, very lightly, as if it's like a couple floors down, or maybe like a long staircase down. You guys would know that it's there is almost like a unyielding spirit down there that's currently inhabiting a suit of armor that whenever Magnus comes to the tower and crafts items for you guys, if he's able to like rouse this guy's spirit, he can use him as like an assistant in the forging process. At the moment, it seems like he is doing whatever he's been doing for the past fucking 10 years or so, reforging weapons, remastering weapons, etc. But the rhythmic bangs of the hammer helps you all get to sleep, and you wake up in the morning. Saphir has been drained of all his life energy, but other than that, everybody's fine. You guys
Finally, I'm free.
You guys get up in the morning, dust yourself off. You say goodbye to the servants in the tower, and you start heading south.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is the official start of the expedition, we are going to go ahead and get our travel rules out of the way. Who is going to be our navigator, and will they be given assistance? We need our navigator has to have a proficiency in survival or nature, and whoever system has to also have a proficiency in survival or nature.
I can do an assisting because I've got it's only a +1, but it's nature.
Yes. As long as you have a proficiency, you can do it.
Emmerich has a +8 in survival and perception, so that could be helpful though.
Yeah, I'm assuming Emmerich is the nature guy.
Yeah. Survival.
Yeah.
No nature. He's not very smart. He doesn't know many things.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea
Yeah, I
why
didn't say anything.
nature's. I have no idea why nature's ant. It should be Wiz, but yeah, it's fine.
That is weird.
Alrighty, so it sounds like we're gonna have Imri as our navigator, and he will be given assistance from Mr. Jacob.
Sounds good. Can I use guidance for the check?
No.
No. Okay.
Imrig is our navigator. What travel speed would you guys be going? You can go stealthily. This means that you will be traveling at 2 hexes per day, which is pretty slow. But your watchman will be given advantage to check anything out that might be trying to eat you guys. You can travel normally. This confers no benefits or detriments to the watchman, and this has you travel at 3 hexes per day, or you can travel quickly or hastily. You can travel 4 hexes per day, but your watchman will have disadvantage on their checks for each day phase.
Let's go normal.
I'm assuming. I guess it depends on how close we are to our goal from the tower. Because since we skipped a lot of distance with the tower, maybe we can afford to go stealthily if we're pretty close. I guess. Like, how close are we? Would you say? Like not to like obviously the like center of the freaking swamp. I mean like towards like are we like stepping out 1 hex and then into swamp?
It depends. I think if you're going, it depends on which direction you're going. But from what you can see when you step out, you see no swampland, no marshland currently.
I guess everybody cool with regular then?
Yeah, let's travel regular until we meet swamp.
Yeah, then we can like tiptoe like Scooby Doo. All right, yeah, we'll do regular then.
Give me 1 second, guys. So we're going to be moving normally. Our navigator is going to be Imrig. He will be given advantage from Mr. Jacob. There we go. And then I want Saphir and Canis to go ahead and give me those 3 sets of perception checks, please.
Okay, 1 second.
Holy!
Alrighty.
Perception. There we go.
Is it 3 or 4?
It is 3. It's morning, afternoon, and evening.
Alright.
Sophia. Sophia, you got a 22, a 20,
Middle roll.
and an 18. And then Canis, you got a 13, 13, and a 15. 13, 13, 15. Okay, cool beans. As Imrig steps out and he begins sort of like what druids do whenever they're navigating with druidcraft and his Sylvan language, sort of speaking to the nature and trying to find the best paths to avoid pitfalls and any other dangerous environmental abnormalities. Jacob is there sort of just to keep an eye on him to make sure he's on the right path. We all know that Mr. Imrig likes to eat his magic mushrooms, so like from time to time he can sort of get out of control with his navigating. Give me a second. Our first move. Here is a question. Will you guys be going this direction or this direction? Because it totally the trajectory of the expedition changes depending on which direction you go.
Now, do it again 1 second. Let me see it.
I think we stay on this side of the river,
or
right?
here.
Okay, I feel like to the right is where me and Imrig ran into like the blue trails eventually. Like
This
that,
would be
like
hellish.
No,
like,
because
yeah,
you
like-
guys never went in this area. Nobody's been here before.
Like
I've crossed.
Yeah.
We've crossed the fog before, but
Yeah.
this would be hellish. We
Yeah.
already know.
This is
We've
is
been-
new territory right here.
we've been to the north and east,
Yeah, the reason why I
and
asked
there
is
was
because
really shitty fog. So
this is a goblin farm right here. That's currently occupied.
they are breeding goblins there.
Yes.
Coomer, I gotta go.
Tristana? But yeah,
Gobbling these nuts.
Shut up. I got him. But yeah, that's why I asked, because there is over here. There's nothing you know of quite yet. This is all up in the air. Your wife, and then over here is more charted territory. So that's why I was asking, which direction would you like to go? It also changes my notes.
Okay, well,
This would
Imrig
assuredly
is
be
a fair more
hellish.
experience, so
Uh,
he'll take their advice on this one.
I probably would think we stick to the place we know, since the goal is an unknown.
Well, the question is, do you guys want to wipe out the goblin farm?
Which farm did we hit last time? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
We don't want to wipe out anyone, right?
He ignores Emmerich. Okay, Saphir,
we could glass
you-
them.
you been in this area. If you go stealthily, I have a wand of web. We walk up. I web them. We like blast them. It's up to you.
We should stay focused on our goal. Maybe when we come back, we can hit that if we're feeling spry.
Gotcha. No, so does that mean we need to move stealthily past them, or we can go pretty wide berth, Mega?
Yeah.
Like, is that no way around them, basically, or
We'll
can
cross, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay, well, I guess at this point now we move stealthily. I'm assuming.
No, let's just keep moving normal.
Okay,
Emmerich
bet.
got
Alright,
an
cool.
18. Well done, Emmerich. I'm just notating your roll for the day. Which passes the DC. Awesome.
Neat.
What happens? Oh, yeah, Emmerich, go ahead and give us that first hex move of the day.
Okay, I need to select the other two.
As you guys travel back across the bridge, keeping an eye out for any undead, ghostly hunters or any bands of goblinoids. Nothing comes to accost you, but pretty similarly to what happened last time, as you guys were getting ready to cross the bridge, you do hear occasional chatter in goblinoid. Does anybody speak goblinoid?
Goblin, yes.
Yeah, the chatter is incomprehensible just because of the distance, but you can at least hear it, as if there are some goblins that are nearby, and enough of them to cause a chatter enough to be able to hear from, like, half a mile out or so.
And we hear it from the south,
Yes.
I imagine. Okay. Well, they are active.
Yep, and then pretty much during your morning movement, nothing comes to cost you other than you just being reminded that this area is the territory of a different faction. Go ahead and give me that second hex movement of the day. Yeah, this is definitely a strange sight. So as you guys travel into this area, from transitioning from late morning into early evening or early afternoon, you come across what looks to be the signs of a battle. Almost as if you missed it by maybe like a day or so, or maybe a couple of days. You will see what looks to be like several different like blood splatters across the field. You will see what looks like, strangely enough, like goblin body parts. Like you see occasionally like an arm like that's been sliced at the like at the forearm, or like a foot, in like some maybe like in like some leathers or something like that. But you don't see any full bodies. Yeah, it looks very strange. Like there was a combat here, and the bodies are gone.
So
this is
only
like
goblin-
melee, not magic shit. Like there's no like burn marks, electric marks, ice marks. It's all like melee, like just
Give
things that
me.
beat stuff.
I'm looking for a check. You can do perception, investigation, or arcana.
Okay, let me see. Perception, investigation. Yep, it's definitely gonna be perception. All right, and
While
Nice.
Canis is investigating the battlefield, are the rest of you doing anything? Would you like to assist him, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'd like to use Arcana to do it as well.
Sure. So, you're tapping into magics.
Never mind.
Emmerich, what are you doing?
I want to see if it's only goblins or if also kobolds or other like creatures potentially.
So for
Working.
you, that might be more of a, I think, perception to look for, try to, well, because you're looking at body parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be more nature?
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
give me,
not.
Survival,
medicine.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm not
survival works.
perfectly sure.
I'll take survival.
Okay.
Jacob.
Great.
I would be keeping a watch and see if anything scavengers like drawn by the carnage or anything like that.
Give me a
Or if the
perception
corpses
check.
get back up.
Give me a perception check, Jacob. Damn, that's really good survival, Emery.
Yay.
Okay, so Saphir, you are not picking up any signs of magic here. Whatever happened here seemed to be almost like certainly just combat, like physical. Canis, you're getting very similar vibes as you look around for any signs of magic. You're seeing none. But what you see, probably at the same time as Imrig noticing that there are no bodies here except for goblinoids. In particular, they are the long, gangly goblinoids that are basically just reskinned hobgoblins. It's just them. It's no tinies. No, wait, I think they might be actually.
But I say, me and Saphir know they literally hate each other.
Okay.
So like this is like a turf war.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. No, you don't see any tinies. You just see like what looks to be maybe like 2, 3, 4 like cut off body parts of hobgoblins. Jacob, as you're keeping an eye out, you don't see any encroaching danger. And Canis, what you recognize is that you see claw marks on the ground. In particular, you see what looks to be claw marks of like a large bird.
A large bird, you said?
Yeah. These don't look like the talons of like, or the claws of like a panther or like a creature from the ground. It looks like if you took like a bird but you made it like really big. You see these claw marks in this area.
That's ominous.
Do we
Take a
see any
look.
feathers?
Yes. You actually see. Yeah, you see some rather large feathers on the battlefield.
How fresh
Alright.
is all this?
But you got a 16 for your perception check, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the opposite of Subway. The battlefield itself is not fresh, but the
So actually fresh.
no, but
I thought that was a joke.
Zinger. The battlefield itself is relatively old, so like maybe it's been like a couple of days. The feathers are even older. In particular, they smell like death.
What color are they?
Blue, pale blue, and they smell really bad.
Okay, what was I about to say? Shit. The bodies aren't all like piled. They don't look neat. They're just all over the place,
There
right?
are no bodies, only body parts and blood splatters.
Oh, so like something killed them and then literally picked them apart and ate. Like basically, like almost. Definitely something picked them apart for sure, or slashed them apart.
Yes. What you see, what's strange enough, is that if something killed these guys and like ate them and took them away, you wouldn't see what you see. You see drag marks. Jacob is the one to point this out. As he's looking in the direction of the farm, he notices he sees like some lines in the grass going to the farm from this direction.
If we did want to clear the farm, looks like their numbers would probably be reduced after this carnage.
True. Or the thing that did this has nested at the farm potentially.
And if it's a flying thing, it wouldn't be dragging things.
True. Now, the only thing I think is like if it's some kind of like bear or bird, is
Or
that
owl, or
flying-
bear,
a
or...
flying owl bear? Oh god, I'm gonna put that thing's
the only other faction we know of is other than the little shrunken guys are the fog eaters, which are the mages, and this is not their style unless it's one of those blood mounds they make.
No, it's also the gargoyles and stuff, but I mean, this looks a bit big for the gargoyles.
True. Now I haven't seen what a blood shambling mound can do to a body, but I don't think it would like slash them. I think it would like eat them, like whole. So it probably isn't that. So it's probably some kind of beast. If you guys, it all depends. You want guys handle this now? You think we might have to deal with it on the way back?
Oh well, there doesn't seem to be anything to handle. This is dead and done.
This is a few
True.
days old.
Yeah, we just keep moving now.
Yeah, okay. Are there any kind of trails that would lead to the direction we're going, Mega?
No, they all had not sort of parallel or perpendicular. So like you guys are planning on heading south. These are going southeast.
Okay, well, I guess yeah. Unless it's like unless it was like directly hit to where we were going, we'll kind of like keep moving and I guess just keep an eye, like keep an eye up as well as around us.
Mm-hmm. What are my perception checks for this day phase? I'm just double checking. We got a 20 and a 19, right? Is that like an average of like 16? I think 20 and 13.
I believe so.
Okay, just making sure you guys don't get ganked by any flying owl bears. Alrighty. As the party concludes their investigation, they leave the signs of a recent battle behind, taking note that there seems to be a large, probably huge-sized bird creatures that seem to smell like undead roaming in this area. Very strange. That was your second hex move of the day. Mr. Emery, go ahead and give me that last hex move, and then we will see how many goblins you guys piss off.
So we bird watching while walking, right?
Oh, yeah, we bird watching. We bird watching, homie. Oh no.
Hope we don't run into any Karens.
Oh.
What
happened when he rolled?
I'm gonna tell them that Earth Genasi 3.
I carry dog treats just for the situation.
Oh god, sorry, Candace. It's political memes. Oh man. You are that third hex movement of the day, and I believe this is the one where oh my god. Wait a minute. Oh no, never mind. I thought both Candace and Sophia had gotten 18s on this day, but Candace only got a 16, like a loser. Alrighty.
Goddamn.
As you guys travel, going south, you see what looks to be signs that this territory belongs to someone that is not you. As you've been traveling through this hex, you've seen occasional trapped dead animals. I think before in this area, you guys have seen boars and hammer beasts, which are like strange, large bird creatures that have almost like bills that are like huge blocks that they can use to hit you with. As you've been traveling, you've seen like the occasional dead creature, but now you're starting to see almost like totems, swords planted into the ground, like impaled on skulls, animals strung up with like their entrails removed, almost like crucified.
Is it like in the perimeter? Or it's
yes.
just like
as you enter this hex, you can see it. You've seen it occasionally as you've been traveling throughout the day from the north. But as you enter this hex, you can almost see like a visible perimeter of them directly to your south. And as you do, what is my perception checks for this day phase? Because we are going over to a map. Not for any reason.
Pog.
Just casual mapping.
Hey, you just want to show us these skulls on sticks.
Yeah. Just casual mapping. Let me I need to distract you guys while I'm doing this. Who's that? Number 4. Emery, you are our navigator. And as you come across these trappings of what seems to be some sort of barbaric faction that takes to impaling skulls on swords and sticking them into the ground, stringing up 3-legged pale blue skunks and crucifying them and leaving their entrails on the ground below the crucifixion. How is this making you feel as a warning of nature? Seeing this sort of barbaric, almost like a barbarian tribe, setting up their territory. How does it make you feel?
Um, that language is truly important, and if they were capable of writing, they would use regular signs as every civilized uh, culture would do.
True.
Why the vault is important to return to civilization.
Not false. Okay, so I grab a couple of things here for you guys. Just a handful of some cheeky things, just to spruce up the battlefield.
What do you mean battlefield?
Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Did I say battlefield? I'm sorry.
Well, he said they're sprucing it up, so he's adding some trees, obviously.
Yeah. Spruce, yeah, like trees.
Nice arboreal flavoring.
Let me put you guys. Oh, I didn't drag you guys over here yet. There we are. Alrighty, Yang Gangers. Do me a favor and place yourself on the map. Somewhere in. It's gonna be a decent sized box, I think. Like you're right in this box right here. Anywhere in that box you would leave it like that. Just place yourself there. There's Jacob. Looking
You're
nice,
coming
Jacob.
from the north, right?
Yes, you're coming from the north. It's true.
Okay.
Whoa, that's a cool looking token. I'm zooming in on that. Oh man, look at him. He's all earthy.
Yeah. It took me only 2 hours, I think, to make it look
Only
something
2?
like to make it look something like a dwarf with fingers and a face.
Yeah, and you see this crucifixion right here, mocking you, Emmerich.
Of course.
It's pretty messed up, man. How do I do this? There we go. Here.
Where's the crucifixion thing at? Right here, you said?
Yes, you see two what looks to be animals, like prey animals. One of them is like a six-legged skunk, and the other one seems to be another six-legged skunk, I think.
Like we're on the outside of like a circle perimeter, like here, or we're in the circle perimeter from like here to here.
You feel
Like you're
like
facing towards us or away from us?
Away from you. Yeah.
Away from us?
Yes. Well.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, like you're entering territory, not like you're leaving.
Oh shit. Well, no, entering would mean they're facing us. I'm saying like if they're away from us, that means we're in it already.
Yeah,
That's
they're facing you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, because one's way worse. So let's make sure. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Our
Well,
perception checks for the stage is a 16 and an 18. Ooh. What is the dexterity of everybody in this party?
my dex is 18.
14.
14.
12.
14, 12.
How can you a rabbit with 12?
That's all I need.
He's a
I'm
muscle
a buff
rabbit.
rabbit.
Yeah.
He's a roided up
True.
bunny.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. Oh boy. Okay, I did not mean to do that. I need to see how many of these are coming for you guys. Oh, sorry.
We should have a panther by our side, in
Yeah,
case of a need of a meat
Yeah,
shield.
let me grab your pants. I'll get you a pants.
He's totally not gonna die with the first hit.
There we go. Oh wait, there we go. That's good. I don't know why it looks so weird, but it's yours.
That thing is hideous.
It is hideous. It looks like a weird old.
It
looks
looks
like a
like an
charred
outline of like a dead panther, like in the ground, like
Yeah.
like a crime scene.
That looks better.
It looks
Okay,
like
there we
somebody
go.
dropped a cigarette on a map. It burns a little bit.
It reminds me of if you kill Brain in League, he leaves like a little burn mark on the ground. It reminds me of that.
If you can kill him.
I've been playing too much League, man. I'm sorry, I'm sick. Got the sick.
Yeah, I physically cringed when you said leave. So.
I've got the sickness. It's a sickness. I have a W.
Sickness.
I gotta see how much. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Nigga, you are the worst at like letting us know how bad shit's gonna get. Like, you start freaking out. It's like, oh no.
Okay. Okay. Mm. All right. Well, I mean, it's a lot of XP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay. Um. So that is going to be. Nobody here is below level 3, right?
No.
Because if so, that's like 2k XP. Holy shit. Okay. Alrighty.
God, Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to do this. Um. Okay. Uh. Because if I'm recalling correctly, we got a 16 and 18 on perception checks. I'll reroll. Hold on. 1 second. If it's this many creatures, I at least want to make their stealth check make sense.
Yeah, because if you're gonna say like 8 dudes just run up on us, then
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna call bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I re-rolled to get a average, because they averaged way too high for 8 guys. Let's see that. Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay. The party is not surprised. In particular, Saphir, you are doing your best to keep your eye out as Jacob is helping Emery navigate. Canis, you see this as well, but Saphir, you're the first to notice it. You hear what sounds like wings flapping. And at first you don't see anything, but when you look around you, when you look up directly above you, you see, not like in detail, they're far too high up for you to be able to know what the hell they are, but you see several black shapes in the sky above you.
Here we go.
When you look up and you count the shapes that are like moving and almost moving in like a circle pattern above you, you count 8.
All right, I'll draw my spears and point to the sky with one of my spears. Bad news.
Oh,
How's the weather like?
oh Jesus Christ! Why are these things so strong? It is very much normal.
Okay.
Oh God. I'm trying to figure out if I've gotten this wrong. I feel like I've did. I feel like I have. You see 6, not 8. Yeah, I had that way wrong. There we go. I'm just notating your XP so you know get cheated out of this if you somehow fucking survive. What is everybody's immediate reaction as these shapes? As far as you can see, Saphir, they're starting to get lower. And as they do, one of those slowly drifting from the sky is a couple of those really smelly blue feathers. And as they do, you can see some of them look rotted.
So we
Okay.
know we should instantly probably recognize. Oh no, those are things that killed whatever was over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we see them coming. Like, can we like ready something, or we can't really like run away because like they fucking see us.
I'm asking what the party would like to do before these things finish descending.
Okay, so they're descending upon us. Yeah, I draw my spears and ready for a fight.
I'm gonna prepare the web wand for as soon as they're in range.
And they look like they're rotting.
At the very least, it's very hard to make out the figures as they're descending on you. But as they get within range, Jacob, you will see they look very strange. Let me get a app description for you. Where is my notes? I have to go. Give me a second. Waiting for my stuff to load. I need more RAM. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they look like. Jacob, you want to know what a rhino is, right?
Probably not. He's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much a country bumpkin kind of guy, so probably not.
Yeah. It's very strange. They have what looks to be almost like a mammalian head, with a horn on the front that is, and their head is sort of rotted. And on their body is like an eagle's body. It's a very strange looking creature.
But I get the sense that it's undead.
Oh yeah. You can see like rib cage and stuff as they slowly descend upon the party and start eating Saphir.
Yeah, true.
So
I'm free.
what I will have the party do is I grab these tokens for you guys. I want you to go ahead and roll me into initiative. Let me get the combat music started. I gotta come back to them. Don't roll quite yet, so I can put the initiative thingy on the map. Where are we? Enhance. There we go. Initiative. Where is that?
See if I remember to click my token this time.
Hold on. Let me get the. There we go. So click that. And then let me. And I think I will open up the combat with Mr.
Woo, okay.
Saphir. You didn't. What'd you roll? You got an 8. Let me get rid of your old Saphir. Well, I said 2, Jacob.
Hey, I got a 20.
You got a 20. Canis got a 20. We will actually start the combat with Canis, your spell going off. As they come within range.
Wait, so we did decide what to do, cause in that case. Alright, well, so okay, give me an image of like how grouped these guys are.
There are 6 of them. As you cast your spell, you can web 2.
And I would have cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, if we can catch
The reason I'm asking is like I would potentially cast some different, like they're like super spaced out, or they're like in a big like
You can get 2.
fog, or they're just that fucking big.
Yeah, they're large creatures.
Oh,
Oh, fuck
okay.
me.
In that case, I might not even. Oh, accident. It's a D&D Beyond. I might not even have cast web. So I thought they were gonna be like powerful small creatures, but if you said they're like did you say they're rhino size? Or
Yeah,
just rhino shaped?
size.
Both.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have.
They
I
have
wouldn't have-
weird, leathery eagle bodies that have like scatterings of feathers here and there, but are brought to hell. They have large wings, and instead of having an eagle's head, they have a rhino's head with a horn on the front.
Okay, so knowing these guys are undead, I wouldn't have done web. Well, more importantly, because they're fucking that big. I like how I describe it, they're doing it that big. But I have a question. So as far as the gauntlets, when I do the spear shroud thing, is that a bonus action or a full action?
Spirit Shroud is a bonus action.
Okay, that's important. Okay,
Oh boy.
and let me check range 1 second.
I maybe have a option. I don't know. Like if they're 30 by 10 feet, I could cast Tidal Wave, but I have no idea how that works in the air.
Okay, so hypothetically, where would they be on the map? I'm looking for like a 60-foot. I can shoot 60 foot right now. That's what I'm planning to do.
From what I can see in Sage Advice, casting Tidal Wave in the air totally is fair.
Okay.
Okay, so
Because that would potentially be good. Because it might knock them prone, and if they're flying, they're falling.
Yes, it looks like you can. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. So I think with this you could get half of the group, so 3 out of 6. If you would like to do that, Emery.
Think I would?
Okay.
Or do we have a different idea?
That sounds good to me. I have nothing else.
Yeah, sounds good.
So Emery is going to cast Tidal Wave. Saphir, did you
Yes.
want to do anything before the combat starts?
Yeah, I'll just throw. If they're within 120 feet, I would just throw a fireball at them.
Okay, so you throwing fireball when they get within range. Canis,
Okay.
is your plan still the same?
So, actually, no. Fuck. How does the bonus action work on like a prep action? How does that work? Should I go first?
I think he's asking us for one action we will take.
Yeah.
When action will
Not
take?
a full
Okay.
turn, but like one action.
Gotcha.
Could be a bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay, well then my bonus action is going to be activating the gloves. And I will be... Let me see. I will be doing the, all 4 charges.
Oh, you're gonna upcast the Spirit Shroud?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Spear Shroud at level 5.
Mm-hmm. This is the first time you guys have seen this in action. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned Dr. Doom over here with his golden gloves.
Well, I posted that in the chat.
As he does,
Discord.
as Canis activates these gloves, a loud, audible draconic screech goes across the battlefield as he activates the Spirit Shroud. And as he activates Spirit Shroud, little, I want to say, not little, pretty large size, probably about large size, like, almost like, you know how the dragons, how they have dragons looking like Eastern culture, where they're more like serpents? You hear me, Canis?
I hear you.
So like almost like the Eastern look of dragons, where they're like serpents. Each one of those coalesce around your gloves as your Spirit Shroud spell takes effect.
Right. Yeah. And
so you have like 2 like small dragons that are coiled around either one of your gloves at the moment, like spiritual dragons. I accidentally closed something I did not mean to close. Let me. And then you, Mr. Imri, you would to catch 3 of these creatures in your tidal wave, correct?
Yes.
This back up.
Spell save DC should be 16, not 14.
Mhm.
Why is that wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Bum,
Okay, so they need to make a DC 16, and that is a Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, yes. And
Alrighty.
it.
Ooh, they do not have a good dex. Okay. Let's do this. What is their movement speed? Oh, they fly 80 feet around. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. 3d20 plus 2. This will be for half of the group. So that is 3 fails, as they are 120 feet up in the air. They fail their save. Go ahead and roll that 4d6 for me.
48.
Yes, 48. Sorry. 12, and they are going to take. Is it a d6
Bludgeoning.
every 10 feet? I think when they fall.
Yeah,
I
for fall
don't know.
damage.
Yeah,
I don't know
fall
what
damage is a d6 for every 10 feet. They're 120 feet out. Is that 12 d6?
It maxes out at one point. I don't know at what point.
Yeah, I think it maxes out at like 12. So they're gonna. So these 3 creatures, these rotted rhino eagles, Rhine eagles is what I call them. They are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the initial tidal wave that appears in midair like a fucking tsunami, and then they are going to come rocketing down towards the ground. Imri, go ahead and roll me 12d6, and we will count this as damage on all 3.
12d6.
Mhm.
Okay. Jesus
That is
Christ.
39.
So they are going to take a total of 51 points of damage from that. Okay.
Yeah. Also alright.
3 large, and I gotta grab my tools. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Why not? Let's use this. It looks kind of dumb, but it works. I was trying to find a good token for these guys. Can't find any. There you go. 1, 2, 3. These will be the 3 that are currently prone and on the ground, so I put little nets on them. They are still alive. Boop,
Okay.
boop.
They're very bulky, it seems.
Are they bloodied or anything?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
oh
know.
yeah. They're giga bloodied and on death's door. Yeah. And then we have three
Okay.
that's still up in the
Okay.
air. And then they are just going to. I think they 120. So they're gonna come within 40 feet of you guys, and then we're gonna actually roll into initiative. Let me roll them. So we have 320 plus 2, 14. Okay, cool beans. And then let me go ahead and put it in descending order. Boop. Alrighty, as these creatures come within 40 feet of you, and they let out like a almost like a hellish like weird eagle moan, where it's like ah! These three creatures come within 40 feet of the group, so they're about 40 feet off the ground. Canis, it comes to your turn. What do you do?
All right. Let me see. I'm doing some measurements here. Let me see. So you said these three are bloody right here?
Oh yeah, they are giga bloody. They are on death's door.
They are prone though, so
Yes.
your ranged attacks might be at disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, let me do some measurements. 1 second. What is this? It's okay, let me see how far away they are from each other. And all right, so Canis is gonna move here because they probably literally shouldn't be able to dodge this. Now I'm looking at this. Well, they might be. I mean, I don't know. You said they have you said they have low decks. I'm assuming super high con, maybe.
Yeah.
How would that work with them knocked on the ground? Exactly.
What do you mean?
So I'm want to use shatter on them.
Mhm.
How would that let the con save work exactly? Or it just like they just literally just like tank it basically?
Yeah, that's all con saves mean, is to keep yourself together instead of being blown apart. Is all the con save represents.
Okay, in that case, let me check this one. What save is this? On the failed. It's another con save. God damn it. Okay, in that case.
When you get this close to them, Canis, you can see that their horns seem to be blunted. So it looks like at the most they can do, they won't be able to like pierce you with it. They can bludgeon you with it. But when you look at their mouths as they turn towards you, you can see their teeth are flat and seem to have almost like fog radiating off of them.
Okay, so I'm trying to do measurements, make sure I don't blow Saphir the fuck up.
Yo, me.
Do it.
Hypothetically, no, I'm trying to think. They're bloody. It'd be better to take them out of the equation. Saphir, what's your con?
I have a really good con saving throw, +6, I believe.
+6. Okay.
They're +5. I was
True.
planning on using my spears entangle on these guys.
On the guys on the ground or the new guy, the fresh ones?
They're still in the air, so I can't do that. But on the guys on the ground.
Oh, I forgot the guys over here. So these guys are still like levitating, I guess.
Yeah, they're,
Well,
they're
not-
about 40 feet up in the air. Yeah.
40 feet. Okay.
Oh, okay. In that case, I would probably let me see the distance. 10. I'd probably move like here, then a little bit under the tree cover, and then I am going to the spirit shroud set up. I'm going to cast shatter on these two over here.
On which ones?
These two right here.
Ping them for me.
These two that are close enough to each other.
I got you. So those two guys.
Yeah, because it's a 10-foot sphere.
I got you. Okay. Alrighty. As you raise your gauntlets and you cast shatter, let me get.
Which is basically just me clapping my hands together.
Yes. D20 plus 3, I believe, so con saves. 22. There we go. 22 thunder damage. Jeez Louise.
And add to that one of these.
Your spirit shroud won't work on these. Spirit shroud only works on attack rolls. It only adds. Yeah, it only adds damage to attack rolls. So if you use your
Oh,
crossbow or you
shit.
use Eldritch Blast, and the target has to be within 10 feet of you. It's very much like a martial spell, not a spell casting thing. But we
Wow.
have a 18, so that passes. He's going to take 11. That'd be top guy.
But they should still take more damage though, because I get +1 to undead.
On attack rolls specifically.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
And the bottom guy's going to take 22. Yep. Alrighty. Your concussive blast goes throughout the air. I'm sort of shaking this upside down tree that's right here that shambles a little bit. And then these two creatures sort of like space out, sort of disorientated from your blast, but still alive.
Alright. And he's going to move here. And then he's going to use his bonus action to do the Bardic Inspiration.
Alrighty. Who are you inspiring?
Oh, everybody. It's like... No, I'm using the mantle. The mantle, my bad. My bad.
As a bonus action, you use the Mantle of Inspiration?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I believe that gives everybody 5 temporary HP, and then you can use your movement to move wherever you would want to, up to your movement speed.
Using the reaction though, right?
Yes, if you want to use
yeah.
your reaction, yeah.
Uh,
Including the Panther, I guess. You can do it, Panther.
So make sure you add 5 bonus HP.
He gets 5 as well. The Panther.
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, everybody within sight should be.
Okay.
He got longer.
Well, up to 4 others, obviously, because I'm level 4 right now. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I believe that's it for Candace's turn. If nobody wants to move, we can move on to the next turn.
Don't think. Yeah.
I got too many uses for my reaction.
Oh yeah, because you're about to put some pain on, huh? 51, so we have 8. We can just notate their HP. Alrighty. The creatures go. These ones that fell to the ground are going to go first. This guy's going to get up, let out another one of those weird avian moan screams, and then come for Sophia. This one is going to do much the same. And then this one is going to charge towards Mr. Emery. Oop, why is he locked? Did somebody lock this guy? Get out of here. His position is locked for some reason.
How much movement do they have?
A lot.
Oh, okay. Because they lose half of it, right? Because getting up.
Yes, they have 40 fly speed.
Oh. Okay,
Not 40. 80 normally, so they have 40 if they get up.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Right.
This guy is going to come for Panther and Jacob. Jacob, would
I
you
would
like
attack
to
him as soon as he gets into range.
There we go. Yep. This guy is going to go for him, and then this guy is going to go here. So that is going to be a miss, unfortunately. I believe these guys have... Yes. Yeah, that misses, unfortunately. And then Mr. Saphir, the first one is going to multi-attack you. So we have...
Pog.
/R, 2d20 plus 6. That is going to be a 13, which misses, but the 23 hits, I presume?
Yep.
Alrighty, that is going to be 5 points of damage as this creature stabs into you with its beak. And then I want you to give me a con save.
Con save. Okay. Nice.
15? Yep. You are fine. You feel a sensation very similar to when you first travel into the like the miasma itself, almost like overcoming your body, but you're able to shrug it off as this creature rears back with its mouth full of miasma. The other creature is going to do much the same. That is going to be a 19 and a 15.
The 19 hits.
Alrighty. Should be. Oh, I rolled a d4. It's supposed to be a d8. That is fine. That'd be 6 points of damage from this creature. The one above you, Imrig, is going to bite down on you. That is going to be a 22 and a 24.
Yeah.
Oh God, Imrig, no. Imrig, go ahead and give me that con save. You
Con
have
save.
already failed one, so this would be really bad if you fail another. Okay, you're fine. So let's do D8 plus 2d6 plus 8. This is the total damage you are going to take from this creature, Imrig. That's going to be 20 points of damage. It is piercing and slashing as it rakes into you with its eagle claws and bites into you with its rhino mouth.
Okay, great.
The one behind you is also going to attack you.
Of course.
Oh
it
my
is.
God. You guys,
sure.
do we have another healer?
And I got cure wounds, but other than that,
That is 18 points of slashing and piercing damage. Imrig, as this creature goes into you. This is why I was worried if there was 8 of them. I think this would have just been a TPK. The one above you, Jacob, is going to attack the panther. Let me flip this onto.
So there's no crits, right?
No crits yet, no.
No.
We
Okay.
got a 9. What is Panther AC? Should be like 11.
12.
Yeah.
It's
So the
12.
9 misses, but the 20 is going to hit, and that is going
Yes.
to be this much.
If it exceeds 8, if it hits 18, he's dead.
13 points of damage, so he's still alive.
Okay.
The one next to you, Jacob, is going to attack you.
it's at disadvantage.
Yes, he misses anyway. Both. Woohoo.
And
Wait, why
he
does
only
he have?
lives because of Canis.
Why does he have? Oh, because you have protection from good and evil. Yes, I got you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and that's all the creatures gone. Jacob, you see, Imrig has taken some grievous wounds above you. Saphir is okay. What do you do?
I'm gonna Hexblade Curse the one on the south.
Right here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let me put a little token on him. Bam.
And I'll go down on that guy, I guess.
Phrasing, Jacob.
Hot.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
Good.
It's going down.
I said go to town.
Tanner's,
if you can't beat him.
Tanner's gonna miss, unfortunately, Jacob.
Butt strike, I guess.
Do it. 22 hits. Roll me damage. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's lightning damage plus plus
Ooh,
2.
Oh, this is that staff. I got you.
Yeah.
Alright. So it'll be
And plus 2 from the Hexblade Curse.
So it'll be 7 points of damage total. Alrighty. I will notate that from his max health. He is not yet bloodied. Anything else, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. No, I know, okay. No, I'm done.
Alrighty. Imrig, 8 HP.
Yeah, looking not so good. First things first, I will. Yeah, that. Jesus, they grow.
Oh yeah, they're large.
Well, yeah, they're large size. So
Crap.
I want to put an accurate representation of these creatures on the map.
Lovely.
I
I will.
expect you to run with me over here, but in case you want to stay.
Yeah. I will cast Primal Savagery on the wounded one that bit me.
Ooh, 22 hits for 16 points of acid damage. And this creature, as it bit you, as revenge, you say, "Shut up!" You grab its mouth and you basically just melt its head away as it dies.
Nice.
The other
Don't
one's
touch
still
me.
looking at you though.
Yeah. Then I'll. Since that was a cantrip, I can still do bonus action spell. So I will use my Fate Touch thing and Misty Step. 30 feet down here.
Yes.
And then I join next to Canis.
Mhm.
Like,
I'm
I
dying!
vote down,
Help me,
vote
Cadence!
down 30 feet down there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucked. That's my turn. then it would be Panther's turn. I did not give it an order, so it's up to you what it will do.
I think Panther's maul, so I think he's just gonna maul.
Okay.
Which one would you like him to maul? Which one do you think he would maul?
Whichever attacked him, since it's barely alive, right?
No.
Already got hit.
No, he did get hit, but he's fine. But I guess the Panther's brave enough. I'll take you all on.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll for your Panther.
Where is it? Here's the Panther bite.
6 is gonna miss.
Yeah.
He bites into its undead flesh and takes him out, but it doesn't do enough damage to really harm the creature. It is undead after all.
The Panther is a meat shield, let's be honest.
Alrighty, do it. Saphir, what do you do?
All right. Are these guys still on the ground?
Oh yeah, everybody's on the ground now.
Oh, they're all on the ground now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not
Okay.
prone, though.
Not prone. No, let me take that prone thing off of him.
I'm gonna bunny hop over in this direction, and then I'm just gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. And let me see. Yeah, that works. I'm going to cast an entangle in this box with my Frostfang.
Alrighty, let me draw a square there for you. So we are going to have, I think it should be something like this. Does that work for you?
Let me look.
Boop.
Yeah, that works.
Alrighty. As you stab your icy spear into the ground, a almost like pulse of energy races from where you stabbed it, and the ground where you stab it freezes as well. The pulse of energy races over there, spreads out, and almost like icily petrifies the area in that space. And these creatures need to make, I believe, it's strength saving throws. Ooh, that's rough. So we need 3d20, and these are dex saves, they're +2. Let's go top. This one first, second, and then third. Alrighty. So we have a 15, which should pass. I believe it's DC 15. So 2 passes and a fail. Wait, get back here. So this guy is fine, takes no damage. This guy is fine, takes no damage. Well, I think they take half, right? Or
Yeah, it's like half.
Yes, so they take 1 anyway. You can't take any less than 1 damage in fighting. So take 1, and this guy is now frozen into the ground, and he is considered restrained. And he's going to take
Okay,
1 damage.
So the ones that fell are restrained?
They were, well, no, they were prone by a tidal wave from Imric. They got back up and they attacked, so they are no longer prone. So,
Yes, but when they fail the save for my entangle, they're restrained, yes.
yeah, this guy is the only one that failed.
Okay, I would like to cast Silvery Barbs on this one, then.
Oh, which one?
Trying to ping.
Oh, you're doing it as a
Yeah.
reaction. I see what you do. Okay, so make him re-roll that save. I got you. Because they should fail on average. Yep, and he does. So he's going to take that 1 point of damage, and he's going to become restrained. Well done.
And, I guess I'll move 2 more feet.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Canis. Canis, if you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Restrain, and this guy's free.
Yes.
These 2 are free too.
Yes. I don't like that Kermit, Imric. That's messed up.
In that case, the one closest to me, I will use the Gauntlet's second feature, and first I'll start with an Eldritch Blast, 2 of them,
Mm-hmm.
and these are actually +7s, but they're gonna roll as +6.
Gotcha. So we add 1 to whatever the result is. Give ourselves an Eldritch Blast. As these gauntlets reach out and a draconic screech goes across the battlefield. 12 hits. Roll me damage.
Hey.
Ooh, 13 points of force damage. This creature
So
is
that's-
now bloody.
Well, it's Oh, that's 26 actually.
Why is it 26?
Because it
It's
shoots
two,
at one
it's two-
extra.
It's two blasts.
Oh, you have to roll for each one. For each Eldritch
Oh,
Blast,
okay.
you have to do a check.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Mhm.
All right, 1 second. So here's well,
Second.
actually, I guess it's actually a 14 because it's +1 to damage.
Mhm.
Let me see.
Yeah, I got you.
This is the second one.
So
That one hits.
Yep, 21 hits. Roll me damage. Damn, that 13 is really nice on that. Oh my god. 15 points of damage. This thing's at 1 HP.
And then the gauntlet damage.
I already added +1.
No, the 1d for spear shroud.
You have to be within 10 feet of the creature to get that effect.
Oh well, shit! I would have. My bad.
No, just look over the Spear Shroud spell. It specifically says that's why I narrated those like draconic spirits. So if you're within 10 feet of the creature and you attack it, the little draconic spirits basically reach out and deal extra damage. That's what the spell does. Yeah, you just have to be within 10 feet of the creature you're attacking to get that extra damage out. No guts, no glory. Anything else, Kenneth?
Oh yeah, in that case, I'll use bonus action. I'll use a sorcery point to be able to attack again, and I'll use Eldritch Blast again.
Are you doing Quicken spell? Because that takes 2 sorcery points.
Yeah.
Alrighty, do it. Are you gonna go within 10 feet?
Nope.
Okay. Alrighty.
I can give you both of them.
Go and give. Yeah, that 9 is
Alright.
gonna miss, but it would technically be 10, but that still misses.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Second one, 8, which is 9, misses
That's
as well.
whack.
Oof. Yeah, it
That's lame.
happens. Well done,
Alright,
now. This creature's almost dead.
In that case, then it's a movement. I'm gonna move this way
Mm-hmm.
towards the tangled ones. There we go. That's the end of the turn.
Alrighty. After Canis's go, these creatures almost like cry out in unison as this one below Jacob goes to chomp on the panther. Jacob, you have Sentinel, correct?
Yeah, I'll attack it.
Mm-hmm.
God, I want to kill this fucking thing.
If you can kill it, it won't kill the panther. 17 hits. No matter what damage you do, it is dead. You strike against this creature's rotted rhino head, break its horn, and then its head falls apart as it crumbles to the ground.
Wait, just making sure you counted that 14 as a 15, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Yeah, for the damage? Yeah, I got it.
Mm.
Alrighty. Good job, Jacob. The one above you makes no note of this as it attempts to bite the panther anyway. Mr. Panther. D20.
Do it better.
9 is going to miss, and then it's going to attack the panther with its talons. 14 is going to hit.
No.
5 hit points in a dream.
+4. Yeah, panther.
Yeah.
Ah!
The better.
As it turns towards you, Jacob, menacingly. There we go. Alrighty, these two are restrained. They're going to use their actions to attempt to break out of your icy prison. They have +4 to strength. So D20 +4 for this is for the top guy. He breaks out. Bottom guy is stuck. This one breaks out and he's going to take off into the air. And then he's going to go. I think he's going to take his full movement, go 80 up. I think so. Oh no, because he won't be able to dive bomb Saphir if he goes that high up. I think he'll go like 60, and then next turn he's going to go 80 and try to eat Saphir. Let's do this. Hold on, Saphir. I want to notate that he's 60 up on his nameplate. There we go. So everybody can see. There we go. So we know where he is. This guy is going to take the Panther's place. Jacob, you use your reaction already, correct?
Yeah,
Alrighty, Jacob.
at disadvantage.
Yes. 59. The tank /R 2d20 +6. So the first one would be the poisonous bite that might sicken you further, which hits. And then the other, it's a disadvantage. So that's just for the bite, which does hit. And then this would be for the claws, which also hits. So the bite, go ahead and give me a con save, Jacob.
And you know what? I appreciate if you start rolling like shit, man.
I'm sorry. So this would be for the bite. 12 points of damage. You pass your con save, and this would be for the claws, Jacob. 2d6 +4. It'll be 15 points of damage. So in total, 27 points of damage for this creature. And I believe
Remember, you had the 5 bonus health too.
yes, from the Mantle of Inspiration. And I believe that's
Mm.
everyone here that has gone. All of the monsters. This guy's still stuck and he's fucked. Jacob.
Oh, I'm kind of stuck and fucked. So I just need to kind of sit here and attack. I'll attack the one to the north.
Alrighty. They both have about the same HP, so 12 is going to hit. And this is going to be lightning damage as electric charge strikes across this creature's rotted flesh. That should be... Do you have dueling?
No,
Okay, I got you.
that's what's defensive. So I have 19 armor class, but
I got you. Alrighty, so this guy's going to take 6 points of lightning damage. Oof.
and I'm gonna smite.
Ooh, alrighty. He's undead, so you get an extra d6. Or d8, I'm sorry. Yep, so that's
So another 13.
13 points of radiant damage. Alrighty, this creature is now bloody. And no, he's not a death source yet. He is bloody. There
And I'm gonna butt staff him.
we go. Ooh. Do it. 25 hits.
Oh, damn it.
Almost crit. Yeah, just wanna.
I mean, if that guy had been my Hex-based curse, it would have crit.
Yeah, fuck.
And I'll crit him again. I'll smite him again.
Gotta go champion, Jacob. Alrighty, so that'd be 14 plus his plus the regular bludgeoning damage, right?
Yeah, I forgot to roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's hexbladed right now?
Nobody.
The one you killed.
Yeah, he's dead.
Don't you get to move it if it dies?
No, not for Hexblade's curse. No.
Yeah, that's only for the
Okay.
regular hex. Yeah.
For some goddamn reason, you
Oh.
don't get that feature until like level
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Yeah. I remember something pissed me off about that. Yeah. That's fucking stupid. Why is the
Yeah.
better hex the worst? Like that's stupid. Okay. Sorry.
Alrighty.
Still alive? That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. He's depth store. Boom. Yeah, Jacob. We might talk about that afterwards. But I might homebrew it. That you can move that too. You know what? Let's make this a test run. You can move it.
Oh, then yeah, I would
Then
move
that's
it
a crit.
with a crit.
Yeah. Yeah. So roll me an extra 3d8 plus an extra whatever. He's dead. Yeah, 6 HP.
And then I would get back my hit points.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, make sure to recover that hit points. Yeah, we'll homebrew that. Like, it's still only one use per long rest or short rest, so it doesn't matter that much. I think
And
being able
does
to
he
move
get
makes
to move
sense.
it again now, since it's dead again?
I think the way that I want it to go. I think the reason why they do
the bonus action move.
I think the reason why they didn't want you to move it is because you can heal from it. So I think what I'll do is I say
Right.
as long as you don't heal from it, you can move it. I think that's how I want it ruled. So you can only heal from it once, basically.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, well, I need the heal, so I'll take
Yeah.
the heal.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Anything else, Jacob?
I can't take a potion with my bonus action. No, I already used it. Never mind. Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty. Emmerich.
Well, this guy's restrained, right?
Yes.
So restrained is you get advantage on the attack, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. I'll use my action to shoot it with a guiding bolt from my class thing.
Hell yeah.
So with advantage, and if it hits, I don't know.
A lot of damage.
Like
That's a lot of damage. 13 hits.
14 radiant damage.
Ooh, I think it's just super fucking dead. Yeah, it's at 7 HP. You blast through its side, and it lets off one last wheeze as it collapses on the
Oh,
ground.
awesome. What I'll do then is I use my wild shape to go into my chalice form.
Mhm.
Like I become really sparkly, and a chalice appears on my chest.
Oh,
And for now, I do nothing with it. I just start to sparkle, and then I run after Canis.
come back here.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Alrighty, well done.
Okay.
Next up is going to be Mr. Saphir. If you're speaking Saphir, you are muted.
I do a little bit of trolling.
A minor amount of tomfoolery, yes.
This guy's 60 feet up. He would go down 60 feet and then move additional 20 feet to swoop down at me,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna dive bomb the fuck out of you.
Okay, so that's like his whole movement.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a cute little cantrip called Ray of Frost. Oh, that probably doesn't hit.
No, 12 hits.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
8 cold damage.
Oh,
And,
wait, 8
um,
cold damage?
Yep. Oh, okay.
As it was dive bombing, you'd like blast it in the head. It does like a Wilhelm scream and falls to the ground. Swang. Right there.
Nice. Then I will just move 30 feet to here.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. And 6 becomes 1. Well done. Canis.
Okay, he's gonna be rolling Eldritch Blast again.
Ooh, do it.
You want to get within 10 feet?
I don't think you can
hold
get
up.
there, right?
Wait, which one is it? Which one is this
This one
guy?
this is the only one left. Yeah.
No, I can. I should be able to.
You
10 foot's
have-
right here, right?
You'd have to get like right here.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll so ignore that roll. I'm gonna bonus action teleport.
Oh shit.
So I have resistance to damage.
Mm-hmm.
And let me measure. Yep, 10 feet. Alright, so first room.
Is it 10 feet from where you were? Yeah, it is.
Mm.
21
This
hits.
first- this is 20.
The 7 misses, unfortunately, but the 21 does hit. So
That
it'd
is
be
14.
13. Yeah, 14 plus 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
You came in to try to kill Steel, but you tripped on the way in.
Is it 2d8 at 5th level?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that is going to be because it's not a 5th level spell slot. It's wait, yeah,
It's every 2 levels past third you get one
Yeah.
extra 1d8.
it's normally level
Okay. Yeah.
3rd level is d8 and 5th level is 2d8 per attack.
Yeah, but when me and Amber got first in the math, we thought it was like a 4 or 5 d8. We were like, yo.
There we go. And this creature is not bloodied yet, but it is injured as your blast impact on its side, and those little draconic spirits peel away more of the rot. Alrighty, can you say anything else?
Yeah, I still have 30 foot of movement, so I'm gonna
Get the
move
fuck
my
out of here.
happy ass right here.
Yeah, because he was going to try to eat you. Well done, Cadus. Here you go. Do it. Jacob doesn't have much life left. Send him to be with the rest of his fellow adventurers. 15 misses, 20 hits.
They're at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that is true. So that first one would be the 15. The second one is going to be an 11. Your magical spells protect you from this creature's maw. As it snaps right next to your face, you can see more of that sickening miasma radiating off of this creature's maw. As it becomes your turn, Jacob. Respond.
Yeah, certainly.
21 hits.
And then
Alrighty.
Dutch strike.
Yep, for 8 points of lightning damage. Now it is.
Crit.
Oh my god! It is definitely already bloodied and on death's door. 6. Was that a crit? No, it missed the extra d4.
Yeah, I'll
So that would be 6 plus 2, so 8 points of bludgeoning lightning damage. I was just like, bam!
And you know what? I'll finish it with another smite, which will be 68.
Oh shit! Do it!
Oh wow, some shitty rolls.
Oh my god! But that is just over its HP as it dies. This creature explodes with radiant energy as its entrails, rotted and fetid, spill across the ground as the battlefield goes silent. You guys look over your prey and you see that these are fucking mutated to hell, disgusting undead. As they lay dead, that like miasma that was pouring from their mouth ceases.
I immediately firebolt all these things.
Yeah, me too.
I'll try to utilize the 1 minute I have in the star form to spend healing, and every time I cast a healing spell, I get the star form healing thing as a bonus, so I get 13 HP back. That's close enough. Who else is wounded?
I am.
I'm
Hello,
missing
boy.
6 health.
Okay, 1 second. One more first level slot for.
I can just use my second one though.
That's for Jacob for once. Do you have still wounded, right? And take the 12. So 18 HP for you, Jacob.
Thank you.
Damn, that's really good.
That gets me back
Yeah,
to my
the problem.
temporary hit point lowered maximum.
Okay, awesome. I think that's all right.
Oh, what were you about to say, Emmerich?
That's all right.
Yes.
Or are we still wounded otherwise?
I'm just missing 6 health. I can use my second one for it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alrighty.
Gotcha.
As you pat your wounds and knit yourselves back together, Canis is going around firebolting these things like, die, die, die. Jacob is able to pick himself back up and using some of that Healy Starry Chalice is able to come back to full vitality. As you guys look over the battlefield, these creatures don't seem to have anything of note on them, like wealth or anything like that. And they're rotted to hell, so I'm not sure what use you can get out of like their bodies. Is there anything else you guys would like to do here, or would you like to carry on?
10-minute short rest.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I believe this was during your. I think this was. I'm trying to find out which day. Oh,
This was evening, right?
Yeah, this is right before you started making camp for night.
So yeah, let's just take a long rest then, yeah.
And let me double check on the map just to see if there was anything else here special that could fuck you guys up. Hold on. There might be like a giga Rhine ego that might come out and eat you guys. Nah, you're fine. Alrighty, yeah. And if you guys would like to, you can go ahead and this is pretty much your last movement hex of the day anyway, so you might not be able to move any further. You know that you're still sorta close within a couple miles of the Goblin Farm, so you probably want to go as far like maybe west as you can in this hex during this day before you break your camp, or what's the plan?
Yeah, it sounds like the thing to do.
South or west, either or.
Yes. The reason why I say south is because you see that line of stuff here, where it's sort of delineating their territory, the Goblin's territory. I don't know if you wanted to cross that line.
No, we go west.
Yeah. Also, I was going to go ahead and cut it today at 2:30, if that's okay with you guys, just so I can get the stuff ready for the next game. And then
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, and then we can pick back up on Monday. I got the XP for this encounter calculated for you guys, which is a pretty decent amount. It was close to 700 XP, so that's going to be a big fight.
For each?
Yeah, each. Yeah.
Is Canis allowed to level up for next session?
Yeah, sure, why not? Canis, you're close enough. I don't care. That's fine. Just make sure to just have your level up done by Monday, okay? Canis, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
I said I got you.
Yeah. He's literally like 140.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah, 140 something.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is anybody else close to 5?
How much is 5?
Like
A lot.
65,000? 6,500?
6,500? Nope. I need 1,000 more for that.
I need 3,000 more, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will get close, though. This can be a lot of combat. You're going to a new place, and you're traveling through Goblin North territory. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of combat during Monday's session. But yeah, thank you guys for playing with me. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run to the restroom, and I'm going to get the stuff ready, and then we will be back at 3 o'clock for, I believe, the finishing of the Troglodyte saga. Either they're going to TPK, and the troglodytes are going to permanently take over that territory, enslave all the kobolds, and become their own like fully fledged faction, or they're going to deal with the queen, get a whole bunch of cool fucking loot, and come back home. But yeah, thank you guys for playing with me. We will be back in just a little bit.